Hello, everybody. I hope you guys are all doing well. I did my third marathon this Sunday. I trained so hard for months. Since October of 2025, I've been training for this marathon. Every day, every morning, I would run a run and I would hit a certain mile time. I would have a certain goal, all for the ultimate goal of running my third marathon to hit a certain time. I put this so high in value every day. Now, yes, I still read my Bible, I still put God in the center of my life, but I fell in love with running. I fell in love with the goal of having a marathon to run. I fell in love with the feeling of running, with the feeling of feeling strong, with the feeling of feeling like I can do anything. And so every day I would say to myself, I can't wait to run this next marathon. I would write down a specific time for myself, the amount of miles that I'll do each week. I attained that goal every single week, and it was on the forefront of my mind. I put so much things behind me to run this marathon. I cut off so much things just to do this. I ate healthier, I changed my diet, I sacrificed weekends. I woke up earlier and the day came. I woke up at 3:30 in the morning, took a shower, stretched, hydrated, ate breakfast. Had this vision in my mind that I was going to finish at the time that I wanted to, and that I was going to finish. There's no doubt in my head because I ran the marathon 2 times before, so why would I not finish now? What could happen now? So the morning of, I met with my group, and this year was different because I signed up to be a para-athlete, which means paraplegic athlete. Since I'm blind in my left side, I decided why not? And we started earlier. We started at 6:30 a.m. We're the very first people to run the LA Marathon. Before everybody else, we started at 6:30. The professional runners ran at 6:40 a.m. So you can only imagine. It was like a fever dream for me. I couldn't believe it was real. I started at 6:30 a.m. Not only did I start that early, but I met great people. And I saw all these professional athletes running by me, like a stampede of them just running in a collection. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm watching these people run past me right now. So I kept going, and I was running with this group that I met until I reached mile 7, and I went past them because I trained for a certain pace. And I ran at that pace for 18 miles till I got to my 19th mile. A part of me felt a little tired, and I didn't understand where this tiredness feeling was coming from because I'm used to feeling tired. I'm used to feeling tired when I run, but I push through it because they say that you just run through the pain, right? And I thought that it was one of those feelings. I said, well, it's a little bit hot. Let me just keep going. It's fine. I got it. Next thing you know, I'm at mile 22 and I'm running until I wasn't. I heard this voice talking to me. And next thing you know, I woke up on the ground. And there was this firefighter looking at me in my face. And he said, ma'am, you just fainted. You hit your head on the ground as you were running. Would you like me to take you to the ambulance? Would you like to go to the hospital? And I couldn't really speak, to be honest with you. I said, I was in the ambulance and I hear all the medics just calling out different information, just reading off information of my address, my full name, my job, everything. And I'm just like thinking, okay, well, they got it. And I just have a smile on my face. I didn't understand what was happening, but in that moment, I felt God closer to me than ever, and I felt like I was going to be fine. Laying in that hospital bed, I just couldn't imagine all the training I did, the vision that I had to finish that marathon at a certain time. I was so focused on that goal. Remember how it says, don't hold on to any expectation, that expectation is the biggest suffering of the heart? Yeah. I couldn't believe that I fainted at mile 19. I wanted to share this with you guys because I'm at a place right now where I feel a bit empty and I feel kind of hopeless. And I wanted to share this because it kind of makes me feel better sharing what I feel, I guess, and being vulnerable to help other people. If you have a goal in your mind, if you have a strong thing that you're passionate about, don't let it burden you. Because for me right now, I feel a burden. I feel a big heaviness over my heart. And I just want to share with you that you're not alone if you're in the same feeling I am. I know that it wasn't in my control, but it sure does suck to train for something, for it to not turn out the way you wanted it to and the way you expected it to. One thing I can be grateful for is I'm alive. I mean, I had a concussion. I fainted in the marathon. My troponin levels were high. Could have had a cardiac arrest or heart attack. But by the grace of God, I didn't. By the grace of God, I'm alive right now with no physical pain, no physical injury other than a mild concussion. I also had to get my kidneys drained. I had rhabdomyolysis, damage to the muscles, that is, and I don't feel any damage to my muscles. So I want this to be a reminder to you guys of two things. Keep carrying faith wherever you go. Because even if my goal didn't turn out as expected, even if I didn't finish the marathon as I trained for, as I expected to finish it, I want to let you know that you are not determined by what you do. You are determined by your faith. So carry your faith wherever you go, because that's how far you'll be taken. How much faith you have is how far you'll be taken with that faith. And it's by the grace of God that I'm alive right now to talk to you guys. God is good. And I'm grateful to be alive. Be in prayer for me if you can. And thank you guys for your support.